The board could waive those restrictions on request. Got all that? So with the clock ticking, I don't know, can he get it done by Monday? Let's ask Adam Reiss, who's a reporter for NBC News, who's closely following the story, and he joins me now. Adam, great to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. He says he has the cash on Truth Social, but if he had the cash, then we probably wouldn't be in this situation, right? Is that a fair determination?
Yeah. When the E. Jean Carroll case happened, he had the bond, he had the money for the bond, but he was still asking the court for more time. So it's possible he actually has the money right now. I don't think that's the case. So we're going to get to Monday, and it's going to be a showdown, and we'll see what happens.
Showdown where? Like showdown at court, like with Judge Engoron?
Well, we need to keep a close eye on the docket. Judge Engoron is tightening the screws on him. The monitor is there. The Trump organization essentially can't do anything without the court and the monitor knowing. She is on top of it. She's been there for about 16 months. Anything they do, transfers of funds, financial accounting, moving money from one source to another, she's going to know about it and report back to the court.
Okay, so one way this could go down is this media merger, right, where Trump Media is merging with this company that's already, I guess, a public company, right? They're like one of these special vehicles, right, a SPAC, right? And this happened today. The digital world, that's who he's going to merge with, their stock price plunged more than 13% Friday to just under $37 because Trump will own roughly 78 million shares in the post-merger company. The fall in price cut Trump's paper take from the deal by around $457 million, which is rough. That's exactly how much he owns. That's how much the stock declined today.
Right.
But the big question is, like, because the deal's happening, could you then go use your stock as collateral for a loan to get a bond?
I don't think there's any chance that can happen. It went public. It's worth about $5 billion, allegedly on paper. He has 60% of it at $3 billion. Can he sell that? It's locked up for a period of time. Even if it gets unlocked, can he sell that stock? To me, it's essentially monopoly money.
Why? Just because you're saying, well, obviously you can't go into a market with 60% of the shares without utterly destroying the value of the stock.
And also, you need enough people that want to invest in Truth Social.
Yes, you have to find buyers. Right. So you think that is, but I guess in the shorter term, like, you don't see a way that he basically uses some waiver from the board over the weekend to then take stock as collateral for a bond?
It doesn't appear that's even possible.
Okay, that you don't think that's happening?
That's not a scenario that's feasible at all.
Okay. So when you say showdown on Monday, so walk me through what we are anticipating.
I think that the Attorney General is not going to slap a sticker on Trump Tower. That's just not their style. I think it's
there are many people who would like that to happen. I'm just pointing that out. But yes, I agree with you.
FBI agents with FBI jackets storming the place,
or like chains with like a master lock in front.
I think it's more likely we're going to see some type of attachment to his, maybe his Schwab accounts. He used some Schwab accounts to pay E. Jean Carroll. Some of his more liquid assets is something they're more likely to take than some of his buildings, which not only have lost value, but are leveraged and are already encumbered.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, when we put up those graphics, some of the things you'll see, like Trump World Tower, which net value of $19.8 million, you're like, well, that doesn't seem enough. But that's because there's a bunch of condos already sold. So it's less than it might appear. There's other buildings that have big outstanding loans against some mortgages, essentially. So let me ask you a technical question. When you say that Charles Schwab, again, this is way outside my normal area of expertise, but I guess, can the government just reach into your Charles Schwab account and be like, this money is now ours?
They can now. They've already gotten the court order. They don't need to go back to the court. They can go to the sheriff, and if that's the case, and they can do it. They could have done it weeks ago, but they've given the Trump organization a grace period. That takes us to Monday, and that's the deadline.
There's also next week a hearing in the criminal case, right, with Judge Merchant, who's another judge. Judge Engoron is on the civil case, Judge Merchant is the criminal case, where they're going to determine, right, when the criminal case is going to happen. Is that right?
Right. So it'll probably be a roughly 2-hour hearing. We're going to talk a lot about discovery. There's been a lot of debate about the found discovery, the late found discovery on the part of the district attorney. The Trump's attorneys are very upset. We just got all this material. Yes, there are only 270 pages or documents that are related, but maybe we need some more time.
Right.
The prosecutors from the district attorney's office are going to say, we've given you plenty of time. Enough is enough. We're ready for court. We're ready for trial. Let's do it at April 15th. I think the judge wants to stick to that date. This week, we had Stormy Daniels come to town for the first time to speak to prosecutors. She actually left the office hugging lead prosecutor Susan Hoffinger. So she's here.
Wow.
She's getting prepped by the prosecutors. And I'm told these prosecutors, they know everything about Michael Cohen, the payment to Stormy Daniels in detail, the dates, the times, everything in detail, and they're ready for trial.
So are we going to find out on Monday if when the trial is happening?
It's likely, yeah.
All right. Well, that was really clarifying in every direction, Adam Reiss. Thank you very much.
Thank you.